Keep up to date with the latest news and information from Propertymark.
Welcome to Propertymark Pulse. So I have loads to update you on this week. We have the Renters' Rights Bill edging ever closer to becoming actual law, and it is getting really close now. A quick introduction to the new Propertymark Presidential Team. Also, we'll look at the Halifax House Price Index and update you on the UK and Welsh Government Leasehold consultation. And on top of that, a quick update on how the auctioneering profession is performing. I'll give you a little clue. It's doing pretty well.
Propertymark.
So the Renters' Rights Bill continues to make its way through Westminster at quite some pace, and without doubt it represents some of the biggest evolutions to affect the rental sector in well over 30 years. From the very outset, the challenge of creating an entirely new piece of legislation aimed at improving standards and safeguards for tenants while keeping a fair and sensible balance for landlords has been an absolutely enormous task. It's been an incredibly emotive subject because, after all, housing is one of the few things in life that truly affects absolutely everybody, and there are many variables to take into account along the way. We currently sit at report stage in the House of Lords, with amendments being discussed earlier this week and a further sitting on the 15th of July. Within the report stage, the House of Lords debated key amendments such as how the new legislation will provision for the management of a property should the landlord need to or wish to sell up, what provisions are needed should a tenant have pets, and also the management of how the new legislation will be implemented and also managed. We'll keep you fully updated as things progress. However, one thing is for sure, vast change is coming and it remains essential to keep ahead. You can find further details at propertymark.co.uk.
We are Propertymark.
So next on the list, we want to welcome both Mary Lou Press and Megan 18 to the presidential team here at Propertymark. Both literally have property running through their DNA, with parents who also have proud histories of working within the property sector. Mary Lou takes on the baton for NAEA and Megan for ALA, and for the next 12 months they'll be working tirelessly being ambassadors representing their sales and letting disciplines respectively. Over the next 12 months you'll find them at key events, conferences and across the media, flying the flag and lifting the profile for the many subjects that many property professionals feel really passionate about. And it's at this point as well, it's important to say a huge thank you to the outgoing presidential team of Toby Leake and Angharad Truman. The past 12 months they've represented and enhanced the positive work that goes on in the sector and helped keep things pushing forwards. Now, one of the many positive aspects of the property sector is it lives and breathes robust and wide-ranging data. This week brought insight from the Halifax, of course one of the biggest mortgage providers across the entire UK. It brought a story of little change in house prices when taking a month-on-month view, but when looking at the numbers compared year-on-year, it brings a 2.5% uplift to the average UK house price to around £296,665. And when you view just how much global fluctuation there has been within the economy, coupled with the market tremors leading up to and following stamp duty threshold changes for those in England and Northern Ireland this April, these figures show a remarkable resilience when looking at the fuller picture. It'll be interesting to see just how the rest of the year pans out, and we'll keep you fully in touch with how things progress.
Propertymark.
Now, this week has seen the publication of the UK and Welsh Government's consultation titled Strengthening Leasehold Protections over Charges and Services. Now, Propertymark has long campaigned for reform on the leasehold system, including costs and improving transparency to support agents and protect consumers as well. Now, many aspects so far have been welcomed, but it's felt the reform should go further. Propertymark continued to engage on the subject for mandatory qualifications for sales and letting agents to drive up standards and to protect consumers when buying, selling and renting homes regardless of tenure. We would love to hear your views on this. Simply drop a message to the Propertymark studio, which is studio@propertymark.co.uk. Looking at the latest data, Nava Propertymark members have seen a near 56% increase in the number of lots exceeding their reserve price in comparison to the previous quarter. Now, the profession continues to evolve with real-world consumer demand, with online-based auctions proving to be ever-growing in popularity. In addition, recent data from EIG also supports a positive outlook year-on-year for lots sold. The recently published figures demonstrate incredible growth and confidence in the profession for residential sales and commercial properties, delivering 7.2% and 7.5% growth respectively.
For more details, check propertymark.co.uk.
As always, a massive thank you for listening. We have some really ambitious ideas over the coming months for this news update, so it's always good to hear what matters to you, what you're seeing within the sector and what you're really passionate about as well. You can simply drop us a line to studio@propertymark.co.uk and there is every chance the conversation on your idea could be on here. Again, massive thank you for listening and we'll see you again on the 25th of July.